What is happening across America today? Welcome to USA News, where we bring you the facts and the most talked of stories right now. Drop a like, subscribe, and let's get into the details. Trump returns to Pennsylvania as midterm pressure builds, economy, Iran, and political stakes take center stage. President Donald Trump is back on the campaign trail, and this time, all eyes were on Pennsylvania. Just days after signing an interim agreement aimed at ending the conflict with Iran, Trump traveled to a Mack Trucks manufacturing facility in Macungie, Pennsylvania, hoping to shift the national conversation back to the economy. But what unfolded looked less like a policy-focused appearance and more like a high-energy political rally. With midterm elections rapidly approaching and concerns growing over inflation, gas prices, and international tensions, Trump's visit carried major political significance. Standing before a cheering crowd inside the massive truck manufacturing plant, Trump praised American workers and celebrated the company's century-long history of producing heavy-duty trucks in Pennsylvania. He described the factory as a symbol of American strength and manufacturing excellence, emphasizing the importance of keeping jobs and industry within the United States. However, much of the speech quickly moved away from economic policy. Instead, Trump revisited familiar political themes, criticizing immigration policies, attacking what he called activist judges, and speaking about cultural issues that have energized his political base for years. One of the most surprising moments came when Trump spent considerable time discussing a UFC event recently held at the White House. He even invited fighters Bo Nickel and Anthony Casser onto the stage and jokingly wondered whether he could defeat either wrestler if he trained for a few months. The crowd laughed, but the moment highlighted how Trump continues to blend politics, entertainment, and personal branding in ways few presidents ever have. Pennsylvania remains one of the most important battleground states in America. The Mack Trucks facility sits in a congressional district that could play a major role in determining control of the House of Representatives. Republicans currently hold only a narrow majority, and every competitive district matters. Trump encouraged supporters to back Republican Congressman Ryan McKenzie, who faces a tough challenge from Democratic candidate Bob Brooks. While Trump briefly reminded supporters that Republicans need to win the midterms, much of his speech focused on broader national issues rather than local campaign concerns. The visit also came during a politically sensitive moment. Many Americans remain concerned about the economy, with rising costs continuing to affect household budgets. At the same time, Trump's handling of the recent Iran conflict remains controversial. During his remarks, Trump suggested Iran should continue negotiations during the current ceasefire. He warned that if diplomacy failed, the United States could quickly take further action. Meanwhile, recent polling shows Americans remain divided over both the economy and foreign policy, creating additional challenges for the administration as November approaches. Outside the facility, reactions were mixed. Some supporters welcomed Trump's visit, seeing it as proof that he remains committed to American manufacturing and working-class jobs. Others were less enthusiastic. Local residents expressed concerns about economic uncertainty, Social Security funding, and political division. Several voters said they are looking for leaders who can address rising costs while bringing greater stability to national politics. For many Americans, the issues of affordability, security, and trust remain top priorities heading into the election season. As Trump left Pennsylvania, one thing was clear: the battle for voter confidence is far from over. The economy, international conflicts, and the future direction of the country will all shape the months ahead. In a state that has repeatedly helped decide presidential elections, every visit, every speech, and every message carries enormous weight. With November drawing closer, Pennsylvania once again finds itself at the center of America's political story, and the outcome could determine the future of Washington for years to come. What do you think? Will economic concerns or foreign policy have the biggest impact on voters this year? Let us know in the comments below.